Okay, so this step is actually pretty easy, but I did want to talk about it because there are some particular products that I do use. So I have the sash all cleaned up. All the paint is stripped off. I vacuumed it, got all the glazing out. So now we need to prime the sash. And when you're priming the sash, this is the side of the window that's going to go on the outside. So you want to make sure that it's really weatherproof, really. But the other important thing is that the glazing putty that we're going to be using has a linseed oil base. So the type of primer that you use to prime your sash is really important. It has to be an oil-based. And oil-based paints are really hard to find right now. This is the paint that I've been using, and actually this has been pretty hard to find. Exterior wood, Benjamin Moore. It's actually an alkyld, which is it's not fully oil, but it is oil base, and you have to clean it up with mineral spirits. So the reason you want that is because you want to give the oil-based glaze something that's not going to dry it out. So using this primer will make sure that the glazing doesn't dry out and crack after you put it on. It'll also protect your wood from all the weather. And the other thing that I do is I make sure that I don't paint the sides of the sash, because the sides of the sash are what allows the window to move up and down in the window frame. And if you paint it, it won't slide in the window frame. So you really want to make sure that you don't put paint on the edge of the window. And you can see I just messed up. So I'm just going to take a rag, again, because this is oil-based, mineral spirits, just clean up that edge. So when you take your sash out, hopefully no one's painted it, and you'll be able to see where that line was between the painted and not painted part. And once you get a nice coat of primer, then you just gotta let it dry, and then you can start glazing your windows. So this is about the time, once I prime this and I'm waiting for it to dry, I would take all my glass panes out of the bin that it's been soaking in, and I go up and clean them all. I do mark all my panes of glass with a permanent marker. It's not permanent on glass, but it stays long enough that I will be able to know which pane goes where. I always label mine from left to right, top to bottom, so that I know where they go and I'm not struggling to figure out where they're gonna fit. So while I'm waiting for this primer to dry, I'm gonna clean up, make sure all those panes of glass are clean.